1 through 10, top scout the stat line catchers. Number 6, this one you're excited about, Doc. I'm excited as well. And weirdly, we also have a player that may be an outfielder. Dalton Rushing coming in at number 6, scout the stat line. Has Rushing as a Carlos Pena comp, currently 23 years old. 120.2 WRC plus with peak projections at 245 average, 343 on base percentage with 27 home runs projected, 4 stolen bases. We could have a star for Los Angeles amongst many stars. What are your thoughts on Rushing?
Oh man, Dodgers needed another stud.
Yeah, I know. Darn it.
I was just thinking that, and so it's so good that they have Dalton Rushing, who had such a weird prospect trajectory, and I'm going to do my best to keep it to make it go up even higher. So it started off when he came out, and he was just. I think he had a small sample size after the draft, just destroying rookie ball and A ball. It was mostly A ball, actually. I can see here. Yeah, 424 batting average, 539 OBP. And everyone's like, oh, no, but that's not realistic. But in our heads, we're like, oh, but what if it is? And so there was a lot of helium. And then turns out, that's not who he was. Can't be that. So we kind of had a little bit of dip in the hype. Diego Cartaya had his time too, right? So Cartaya. And everyone was thinking he was the next in line. Well, Rushing's jumped over him. I feel like they got to be around the same age at this point. I don't really know actually, but
yeah, Rushing will be 24 in February. Wait a minute. Weirdly enough, I want to say Rushing and Ford have exactly the same birthday. I'm gonna let you keep talking as I
okay, yeah, we'll do that
research
birthday
this.
research, buddy. And then I will. Yeah, no. Here's the deal. Will Smith. I don't think he's like going anywhere. He's not old either. So I think it's very prudent and very wise that the Dodgers have all but formally moved Dalton Rushing to the outfield. We saw last year in AAA, he got 27 reps at left field, 6 at catcher. Folks, I still see people kind of like holding out hope. That's not the ratio you're gonna want. That's not the ratio you're gonna get. It's crazy. I'll see like the same people saying Basallo has no chance at sticking that catcher, but then they'll say no, but you never know with Rushing. I'm like, well, I know who's on your team. I know who
Well,
you have on fantasy
look
teams.
at payroll. They just paid Will Smith, right? Like
Yeah, well,
they said for the next 4 years, Will Smith is our primary catcher.
catcher's not something where if you need them to hone their defensive capabilities, which you do for any catcher, you're not taking them off the job in the minors. Messiah was getting the same steady amount he's been getting. He's been getting always like 2/3 catcher, 1/3 DH or first base, and then Rushing. You're seeing like almost all of his reps now are in the outfield, and he's a power bat. It's because his bat is too valuable to have him sit behind Will Smith. So yeah, we're gonna see him in the outfield. I've seen a Schwarber comp before. I like that. I think that's a really obviously high outcome. Carlos Pena would be an unbelievable outcome. You look at his MVP season. Sorry, he didn't have an MVP season, but he actually got votes. 46 home runs, 121 RBI, 282 batting average, 411 OBP. Put those numbers out of your head. That sounds a little bit crazy, but who knows? I think
What club was that with? Because he bounced around a lot.
that was with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Tampa, yeah.
Remember he got traded in Moneyball at some point? No, that was to Detroit, and then he was in the movie Moneyball. Remember he was with Oakland,
I
and
think it was
then
Cubs.
they sent him to Detroit. Anyway, he went around to a lot of teams
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, and so anyway, I think we're seeing 30 plus home runs here. Put him in a Dodgers lineup. What the heck does that mean for his
Yeah,
RBI,
no kidding.
right? And so Rushing, what are his numbers looking like lately? We're seeing an okay batting average. I think we see 250 or less on average for batting average. I think it's kind of maybe a Max Muncy type. I don't know about the platoon split. We know Muncy's pretty much purely a platoon guy at this point, but I could see a really nice OPS league play. He basically plays in every league, other than BA only, where he takes a little ding. As long as he stays 250 or higher, though, that's still fine, especially if he's mashing like that. I think people are really underestimating Dalton Rushing. I'm in the middle of doing my prospect ranks right now. I kind of slacked. Life got crazy. I'm really curious to see where Dalton Rushing ends up on my ranks. I got the tab open here. Let's see where he is. Yeah, I have him pretty high up there. I have a hard time imagining he can't be anything less than a top 20 prospect at this point.
Well, and the mindfulness too that yes, he'll probably lose the catcher eligibility, but he may be the backup catcher. He may be the third catcher. He
I
might
don't
get,
even care about it. I don't even care about it.
but for at least the first season, he will have that dual
That's a good point.
eligibility, right? So, you and I talked about Wilson Contreras moving off catcher to first base for St. Louis. He kind of the same thing. You're looking at a volume approach there, right? With Contreras, I'd say the same thing with Rushing. Oftentimes, you're lucky to get 120 games out of your catcher. Well, what if you can get 140 out of these guys because they are playing in a different position, and that's that volume play. Yeah, Rushing's very exciting, and you talked about the model. Loved him. What else do you have on him?
I'm just looking at his splits right now, and I want to really see this. Yes! Oh my gosh, you were so underrating him, dude. He hits lefties and righties the same. He's got that's so good. 272 BA, 269 BA, 382 OBP, 393 OBP. Dude, this guy could be like an all-star.
Yeah,
Yo, we're okay. We're underrating him. I
I
was
think
thinking Max Muncy. No, if his splits are like that, people aren't talking enough about Dalton Rushing. I got some trades to make, I think.
I think honestly a really non-sexy comp is Michael Busch that they
No, way better.
traded away.
I think he's gonna be better.
I mean, 250 with 25 home runs is good, right? So if you're saying better, I'm on board with that.
Well, what's his OBP, right?
I want to say Bush's OBP is very, very good. I want to say that's one of the big drawbacks
Actually,
with Michael
you
Busch.
know what? He must have finished stronger than I thought. 335. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Great rookie. Hey, he's a rookie. He's an older rookie, but he was a rookie. He had 21 home runs, 248 OBP, 335 OBP. If he can build on that a little bit, he gets up to 25 home runs, stick around the 250 BA. Honestly, I don't even really care. Like if you can just get that up with a better lineup around him, get those counting stats up, Michael Busch, that'd be cool. But yeah,
Well,
Dalton
yeah.
Rushing, especially in that Dodgers lineup, and they got a spot in the outfield for him. I think they got a spot for him next year.
Yeah, they need that bat in the
Yeah,
outfield.
they need it after a World Series win. They need it really
Yeah.
badly.
Teoscar, they are losing Teoscar, if I am
Yeah.
correct, free agency. So like you said, there will be opportunity.